President Vladimir Putin released a statement on Thursday about an explosion that happened at a supermarket in St. Petersburg that left 13 injured, calling it a terrorist attack. It seems law enforcement in Russia wasn't too keen on labeling the attack an act of terrorism, but that didn't stop Putin from doing so anyway. Officials stated the device, which contained 7 ounces of explosives and was rigged with shrapnel, was placed in a storage area of the supermarket. Putin made mention of the attack during a military award ceremony, stating he told the director of Federal Security Service, while arresting these bandits, to act, obviously only within the limits of the law. Fox News has more, but if the lives or health of our employees and our officers are threatened, to act decisively, to take no prisoners, to liquidate the bandits on the spot, Putin added. Putin's spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, would not offer any specifics on what led Putin to declare the attack an act of terrorism, but said the shrapnel that was part of the explosive device proved the explosion was a terror attack anyway. No one has yet claimed responsibility for Wednesday's supermarket attack, and 8 of the injured were still hospitalized. Putin, speaking at a military awards ceremony Thursday, also addressed the U.S. government's help in thwarting a planned terror attack also in St. Petersburg. Here's more from Fox on the attack in a St. Petersburg subway back in April that left 11 people dead and 50+ wounded. At least 11 people were killed and some 45 others were wounded. Police initially believed a suicide bomber planted the device that exploded on a train, while a second person planted a separate device at a nearby station, but investigators later said it appeared to be the work of one man, the Interfax news agency reported. Crews disabled the second device before it could explode. Both bombs were filled with shrapnel, according to Sky News. The unexploded device was rigged with up to 2.2 pounds of explosives, Interfax added. Say, isn't Islam supposed to be a religion of peace or something like that? Could have swore some loonies on the left saying something about Islam being peaceful, gentle in its belief system. Granted, in order to reach such a conclusion you have to reject thousands of years of historical fact demonstrating that Islam has always been a worldview that seeks global dominance and the forced submission of all people groups across the planet, but hey, the left just loves revisionist history, so perhaps this is right up their alley. Unfortunately, getting liberals to truly grasp the threat that radical Islam poses to the world is in diametric opposition to their deep desire to appease this demographic and turn them into democratic voters, seeing them mostly as an unreached minority group they could recruit to keep them in power. If there's one thing in our day and age that can unite countries of the world that might not have always been on the friendliest of terms, it's radical Islamic terrorism, which is precisely what's happening between the US and Russia. That's really not good news for ISIS.